Hello, my name is Miss Saxton, and I am the 7th grade language arts teacher here at Cass Lake Bena Middle School. We wanted to put together a presentation that will help our families and our students as we prepare to return to in person learning. Please remember that all information and plans are subject to COVID 19 numbers and subject to any administrative changes. We are very excited to have our students back in the building with us again. However, things are going to look quite a bit different than you might remember. Keeping everyone safe and healthy is very important. So let's review what school is going to look like when we return on February 16th. Everyone will be required to wear a mask the whole day. Students may remove their masks at lunchtime in order to eat. Refusal to wear a mask will result in student consequences. Your Chromebooks and your chargers will need to come back to school with you right away on February 16th. You will plug them in at the end of the day in order to charge so they are ready to go the next day. They will no longer be going home with you. You will have a new schedule and possibly a new homeroom teacher. Our Monday late start schedule goes from 10:15 to 2 p.m., and our Tuesday through Friday schedule goes from 8:15 to 2 p.m. If you are remaining in distance learning, I will be your homeroom teacher. If you previously had me, but you are returning to school, you will have a new homeroom teacher, but you should know who that is already. Here's a peek at those daily schedules. You'll notice on Mondays there is no homeroom, but first hour will start at 10:15 and students will have half-hour classes until they are dismissed at 2 p.m. We have 3-minute transition times on Monday. On Tuesday through Friday, homeroom will be from 8:15 to 8:35, and then students will have 45-minute classes until they are dismissed at 2 p.m. On Tuesday through Friday, students will have a 5-minute transition time between their classes. These new schedules began on Monday, February 1st, so you should hopefully already be used to this schedule. You should have received a document like this both in your physical mail and in your email. This will have your schedule on it, including your day 1, day 2 classes, and the times for all of your classes on the Monday schedule and the Tuesday through Friday schedule. This will also have your quarter 3 specials, your JMC login, and your email and your password. Please save these sheets. Everyone will be asked to do a home health checklist before you come to school. This includes symptom checks as well, so please be honest. Students will have their own designated supply box that will include one cloth mask from the school. This will help cut down on the sharing of supplies and the spreading of germs between students. Supply boxes will be kept in your lockers all day. Your Chromebook and charger will travel in the Chromebook bags that we used last year. Breakfast will now be in homerooms instead of the cafeteria. Our cafeteria just isn't big enough to safely space out all of the grades. This also means that there will be no morning recess. Desks will also have sneeze guards due to the unmasked time in classrooms. Please complete the home health check before school for symptoms. These symptoms include fever, cough, headache, and loss of taste and smell. This also includes any possible exposures to someone who has COVID-19. If you are sick before school, it is crucial to be honest, and please stay home if you are sick. A COVID-19 positive student at school could result in a return to distance learning for all of us. If you get sick at school, students showing any COVID-19 symptoms at school will be quarantined. Classrooms and locations that student had occupied will be immediately sanitized. Our school nurse will be the one who is overseeing this process. There are some stanchions that split the main entry to keep students safe as they are coming and going. Please stay to the right of the hallway and pay attention to the 6-foot stickers that are on the floor. All the side hallways now encourage one-way only traffic, and there are also 6-foot stickers on those floors as well. Our drinking fountains will now be turned off, but you can bring your own clear water bottle to school with you. Please make sure it is marked with your name so it does not get lost. Bathroom breaks will also be limited as our custodians will need to sanitize them throughout the day. Teachers will now have plexiglass barriers on their desks, and there are 6-foot stickers around our desks as well. Please abide by all social distancing guidelines, even in the classroom. Sanitizer will be available in all of the classrooms for students to use. There are pumps in every classroom right inside the door. All of our desks will be sanitized between each class by students under teacher supervision, and the entire classroom will be fogged by our custodians once a week. Teachers will be wearing masks and/or face shields while we teach, but we will be using microphones to help project our voices through our PPE. And we will be staying 6 feet away from students at all times to protect them and ourselves. Transition times are slightly longer this year to help ensure a safe transition from one class to the next. Locker rooms will not be available for changing for Phi Ed class, so please try to wear something comfortable on days when you have Phi Ed. But you will need to have appropriate footwear, so please, no boots, sandals, or slides. You may bring your water bottle, but again, make sure it is labeled. Masks must be worn the entire time, and sanitizer will be available for students to use if they so choose. Social distancing still applies. Please stay 6 feet apart. Social distancing applies at lunchtime as well. Students will need to sit at one of the designated lunch spots. They will be marked with stickers on where students are allowed to sit. 7th and 8th grade will still have lunch at the same time. One grade will have lunch while the other has recess, and then they will switch. There will be no self-serving of any items, and students will not be entering their lunch numbers. There will also be no a la carte options. Recess will also be following all social distancing guidelines. This means masks will be required in the gym, activities will be limited and on a rotation, and there will be no basketballs or other shared activities available. School is over at 2 p.m. and our practices are staggered to keep students safe. If you are not in any activities, you will need to get on the bus and go home right away at 2. If you are in an activity, you must attend tutoring in the cafeteria until your practice time starts. Masks will be required at all times during tutoring and during practice. Remember, locker rooms will not be available to students. Masks will be required on the bus as well, but the bus driver will have limited extras in case you forget. Families will be asked to screen for any COVID-19 symptoms prior to boarding the bus each morning. Each bus will be sanitized after every route, and weather permitting, windows will be open to help with ventilation. Social distancing applies on the bus as well, so the bus will load from back to front in order to limit contact between students. Families should sit together when possible, and if absolutely necessary, seats may be assigned. If you are currently in distance learning, you may transition to in-person learning on March 8th. Please contact the school and let them know by March 1st if you are hoping to make this transition. Your schedule will likely change to a different homeroom. If you would like to transition back to distance learning, you can make this transition at any time if you are feeling uncomfortable being in person. Your schedule will again change to a different homeroom. Thank you so much for all of your support as we continue to navigate these challenges of COVID-19. We know this is going to be very different and difficult for us all to get used to, but we are confident that our Cass Lake Bena Panthers will be responsible and safe students. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.